welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgina and I am the Honest Vocal Coach. Right, so as you can see again, I have completely mistimed things and I am in the shop. I run a shop, we have haberdashery, crystals, crochet stuff, antiques, bit of all sorts now, but very popular shop where we're based, South Emsall, West Yorkshire. So, as always, I have made a list of everything that happened with the semi-final last night. I stayed up, as always, to watch right through to the very end. It was a good show, and I would say it's definitely stronger than the first semi-final this week. For me, it just fell a little bit flat. I'm not really keen on being that person that says, oh, it's a weak year this year, or it's a stronger year, or, you know, you can't really generalise over an entire year of entries, but I did feel that first semi-final just fell a little bit flat. There wasn't that much in it that kind of kept me excited, which is a bit of a shame. So let's break down all of semi-final 2 and I will let you know which ones that I thought should qualify, didn't qualify, all that stuff as we go through. And I do have a vlog and I vlog all of my life, so you want to get involved in that, the link is down below. Right, so first performance of the night was Gojo Joe. Now, I was sure that this would qualify. It's been a bit up and down for Australia over the last so many years, and I really wanted them to qualify. It was so much fun. We've got to be honest, the song was a little bit close to the edge, wasn't it? We're singing about milkshake, and it's quite a saucy video, and you think, is it? Is it really about milkshake? I thought it was a great performance. I loved the costume change as it goes into the milkshake machine, but there was too much smoke, wasn't there? As he tried to come out, and also someone else that got changed tried to come out, the smoke just engulfed them. It's like, we can't see him come out. So there was a few seconds of like, just smoke really, instead of seeing the person come through. Vocally, I really enjoyed it. Those low velvety vocals, very Right Said Fred, those vocal fries. I just thought it was a really fun song. A very confident performance, but unfortunately it didn't qualify. Presenters, forgot to mention the presenters at the beginning of this video. Presenters same as last semi-final, Sandra and Hazel. Sandra, quite natural, a Eurovision legend, having performed before, really good throughout the evening, but I still can't get on with the other one. Body surfing and all this other stuff. It's not that I don't like her, I don't get the comedy, the dry comedy that she has. It just, for me, it wasn't funny at all, and I felt that she was kind of robotic and a bit, I don't know, artificial. And let's not get even started on the outfit. She looks so uncomfortable with the big circular mermaid kind of weird thing that she was wearing with the big boots. Right, next up was Montenegro. Didn't qualify. I didn't think it would qualify, so I was correct on that one. She has performed in Eurovision before, and I have done a reaction to her first performance in Eurovision with Who See, which was a sort of dance track. It was okay. Unusual dress, looked a bit like a fish. It was like a fish with its fins up, almost. It was okay. I don't know what it is about the song, but I just never got into it. It felt like it was trying to be a big diva ballad, but it just kind of fell flat. Oh, and the poor lady, the poor thing. There was a couple of vocal cracks where she was going for a high belt, and I think a vocal folds just didn't, and we got a couple of vocal cracks, so I did feel quite sorry for her for that. Okay, moving on to Ireland. Now, I'm probably not saying as much as I'd like to, but I have reacted to everything already, so feel free to check back at my original reactions, because there is so much to say, really. Right, Ireland. Ireland, the Space Dog song. I can't get on with this song. It just seems just odd to me. We're singing a happy song about a dog that died. The poor thing was sent into space and passed away in space. How can you be happy about that? How is this a happy thing? It just feels a bit strange for me. But the song was and is super catchy. I think the only thing that's going to be most memorable for me is the bum bum, ba bum 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 bum, ba bum bum. All of that. That's probably the most memorable moment. The space thing in the background. It's all right. Heavy backing vocals, almost to the point of taking over for her. Not a fan of that. Really think that backing vocals should be scrapped from Eurovision if they are not live. Live vocals only. It's something that came in during COVID, and I think scrap it. We want live vocals only. Stop it with all these backing vocals helping the singers. Take them away so we can really tell whether these singers can sing or not. Yes, it's a song competition, but the voices really, really matter. Very obvious key change at the end of this song. I did think that her vocals lacked a bit of oomph, especially in the verses. It was a no cue. Latvia, harmonies for days. They looked gorgeous. They looked like sirens. They looked like ethereal with these headdresses and the costumes. It was just otherworldly. I love Latvia's song this year. I think it's beautiful. Maybe a little bit repetitive, but the vocals were super, super strong. Only thing I would say, despite the staging being brilliant with those ribbons, is that the ribbons still did get in the way. That pose at the end where they're sort of doing a little sway thing, which was just beautiful. You could see the ribbons were kind of caught on the costumes and on the hair and stuff. So I think it's just going to be one of the downfalls of having the ribbons. They just kind of get everywhere. And the tails, I was so not expecting them to do this. And the tails come up. That was so good. So it did qualify. Well done, Latvia. Right, next up, Armenia. I originally said no cue. I didn't think it was a strong enough song. But after this live performance, it was so effective. So effective. The bleached out effect, the black and white almost, the treadmill, the running machine, the very powerful vocals. Vocals were excellent. Lots and lots of BVs, but he absolutely held his own. Really nice to look at. I enjoyed the fact that you got to see all the dirt all over him, and it's nice to watch. We like a bit of eye candy from time to time. Epic build-up near the bridge of the song. And then those belts, fantastic. Totally deserved to qualify. I was wrong, because that live performance and the staging, fantastic. Deserved to go through. Next up, Austria, my predicted winner, potential winner, flash potential winner. I think it's going to be Sweden or Austria this year. But Denmark, big fan, fantastic stuff. Poland's definitely gone up in my estimation as well. It was always good, but it's pretty strong. Right, so Austria, yes. Beautiful song, beautiful vocals. I have done a breakdown of the vocals on this song of a live performance. I can put a link, but feel free to just check out the playlist so you can have a look at that, where I break down the vocals in detail. Lots of emotion in this performance. I have noticed, especially semi-final one, there was a moment on that first high note, didn't quite get it as cleanly as they wanted it to, as he wanted it to, which is a bit of a shame. But the last time that they did the high note, it was spot on. I loved the sailboat. I thought that was really effective, and the way the mast came up behind him. I think that the timing, there was a bit where I wasn't sure if the timing was absolutely spot on, and it was definitely windy on stage. Not overpowered by the backing vocals, great staging. The last note, as I've already said, was spot on. Qualifier, well done. Right, now we get to the UK. Still don't know what's going to happen with this one. We don't anymore with the UK. We just have no idea. Little bit of a timing issue. I think it might have been the second verse. And unfortunately, she wasn't quite on time. But they picked it up beautifully. Chandelier was brilliant. Costumes were really good. I thought the staging was great. And the one thing that they had that a lot of the others lacked at the beginning of this, although it depends whether the song warranted it, was the fun factor. They were genuinely enjoying themselves. We got giggles, we got laughs. It was great. A fun song about a crazy night. Then we had Hazel doing a bit of crowd surfing. What the flipping heck? Really? What? I do have something to say about microphones though. Do Eurovision sabotage the UK microphones? Because over the last 3 years now, there doesn't seem to be as loud on the vocals or as much effects as other countries. Is it just me? Greece up next. Agility times a zillion. That girl can really sing. Soulful, emotive. The riffs were just beautiful. The agility's just great. Really good song. Very, very talented vocalist. One of the strongest in the competition. Fairly subtle staging. We get this kind of almost like a bridge, and then she gets onto a rock. The best vocal control of the second semi-final. Superb. And the costume change right at the very end. Clever. It qualified and totally deserved to. Okay, next up, Lithuania. I wasn't sure whether this would qualify, so I put it down as a no Q, because it is a specific genre, it's a specific style. It's almost like you're watching a Twilight movie. It had that very much Paramore, Twilight-y, Nirvana, kind of grungy, drudgy sound to it. The vocals were quiet in the mix, definitely needed a little bit more volume. Not much you could do with the staging. Band on stage, singer walks around. His walk kind of reminded me of Liam Gallagher. I don't know if you spotted that, but it did for me. It qualified, but I don't know where it's going to be in the competition at that fine of 37. Right, Malta! I've come to really like this song. At the beginning, I just thought it was like obvious and a bit crude. But as it turns out, it was so much fun. I've literally written yes across my notes. Sexy costumes, better than the first thing, but it did miss something. The first performance, we got this Austrian look, and it was definitely going for that connection with the Sound of Music, where you didn't get that anywhere as much in this one. So we lost a little bit of that, which is a bit of a shame. But I think that the overall staging was better than the first one. I just lacked that bit of Austrian kind of fun in it. I had to change the lyrics. I'm sure you guys know this, but if you don't, the lyrics was originally I'm serving cant, which is C-A-N-T, which means singing in Maltese, but it sounded like something else. Just change the A. It literally sounded like that. So the EBU was like, no. So instead of changing the lyric, they took the lyric away. Genius! So the whole of the audience are probably still singing the word anyway. She threw so much at this performance. We've got legs opening on the stage. There's like a disco ball with lips around it. But it's so much fun. Bouncy balls. So much fun. Her vocals were absolutely spot on. She didn't miss a note. It qualified, and I knew that it would. Right, Right, we're now up to Georgia. Georgia, historically for me, never been any good songs. I'm sorry, Georgia, but I haven't yet to hear a song that's come through from Eurovision for Georgia that's just had anything about it. Sorry. So, terrible lyrics. Let's start off with that. Lyrics so literal, so obvious, could be a translation thing, although it was sung in English. Just bland. It's called freedom. It didn't feel like freedom at all. And it was so weird, the verse to the chorus. It felt like two completely different songs. I think they were going for a big diva ballad, but it completely missed the mark. I said no cue, and it was a no cue. France up next. Strong song, but not as strong as I think that France has done in the past. The staging was really good, but the poor girl, apparently the sand was made out of cork, so she's kind of singing at the end with these spinning cork pieces all coming down, and she's literally like blah, blah, blah. Her mouth is filling with cork and she's still managing to sing. This was really emotive for me though. I think the concept of the song about her mother, brilliant. And the voice of her daughter at the end of the song, so cute, so cute. I don't think it's a winner, but it is a good song. And on the night, the vocals were pretty good. I did like the transitions on the mama. So we've got the head voice, mama, as it comes down into a chest voice. So we're up to Denmark next, my personal favourite. So Denmark next, my personal favourite to sing. I have done a cover of this. I'll put a link at the end of the video so you can hear me being Sissel. Let me know of your opinion on my version. Staging way better than the first staging. The fact that she had her hair, wind blowing, and she there, and I just wasn't keen on the costume. Definitely improved for the second time round. They got capes on and flowy costumes. Really enjoyed the choreography of the folks at the front who I think their feet were attached to the ground, so they were flipping backwards and forwards, so it felt a little bit like The Matrix. Her vocals were flawless. They were flawless. I think they were helped by a reasonable amount of BVs, but very good. I thought it would qualify. It did. Right, we're nearly there now. We're up to Czechia next. Voice reminds me of Arcade. Duncan Lawrence, just that little bit too much, which is probably what other people thought as well. I thought it would qualify. It didn't. What a shame. Really good vocals. Best dance break of the entire second semi-final. Loved it. Really strong dancer, really good vocalist. I thought the song was really good. Just unfortunately, it didn't get through. Okay, next up, Luxembourg. Very 60s, very doll-like. I love that shot at the beginning where she's laid on the stage. That looks really, really effective. You've got the house in the background. There's an NSYNC moment. I don't know if you guys all saw that, with the puppet on a string element, with the song with puppet a string at the beginning. I think it's a fun song. It's catchy. Not a winner, but very good. Vocals have improved massively from the beginning of the competition of her learning the song to get to this point. Really, really good. Some extremely good belts for her near the end of the song. I like the costume changes. Didn't see that one coming. Thought that was very effective. Totally wasn't expecting it. Everyone cries, don't cry alone. Okay, I am going to speak about Israel. I have, just like every other YouTuber covering Eurovision this year, have had hassle from lots of different angles. You shouldn't be covering it, you should be covering it. The EBU have put it in the competition. People saying that you shouldn't be reacting to it. Through professionalism, I am going to give you my opinion on the performance because she did a fantastic job. I like the song, but I am going to give you my opinion that I don't think they should be in the competition. I don't. The rules state that there should be no conflict and things like that. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Feel free to look it up. It's everywhere. But I don't think they should be in the competition. And it's just a shame that this lovely singer, and the song, it's just Yeah, we try to keep politics out of Eurovision as much as possible, but there we are. It gets in there anyway. Her vocals were great. I love the staging with the jewelled stairs. I want a set of jewelled stairs. Can I have them? There's a bit where a costume got caught at the end, which was a bit of a shame. Distortion in her vocals, superb. And the transitions between the different languages, really, really good. The song qualified. If we put it aside the fact that I don't think it should be in the competition, really good song, really good vocals. So it did qualify. This has been brave for me because throughout this process I've had so much backlash. You didn't say anything about Israel. You did say about Israel. When I didn't say the right thing. Oh, you skipped over it. It's just been really difficult. Next up, Germany. Weak song for me. Very weak vocals. Staging was kind of bland. We just got her up on top of a speaker. Okay. I'm glad they didn't smash up a cello this time. Literally the only thing I remember from that song is ba la 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 la. That's it. That's it. I'm sorry, Germany. Not a good song for me. I thought no cue, to be honest, but it's not up to me. It's one of the big five, so it's already through to the semi-final. Serbia. Didn't like Serbia's entry this year. Great vocalist, nothing against the vocalist, but I thought the whole thing was just a bit over dramatic. I couldn't get into the song, it was a bit smushy, and why was he dragged across the stage? Whose idea was that? Instead of the spinning lady, we're now going to drag the poor singer across stage. No, not feeling that one. It was a no cue for me, and it was a no cue. Right, we're reaching the end now, so Finland! Too blatant for me. Song about sex. It's funny, I was listening to the narration of Rylan and Scott Mills, and Scott says, the meaning is, I've arrived. It isn't! It's not I've arrived. It's I'm coming, I'm having an too blatant for me. I thought that the song, although it was rocky and feisty and interesting to watch as a massive spectacle of her riding on a massive microphone, and she was good at vocals, although saying that, right at the beginning of the performance, before the backing vocals came in and pretty much did it all for her, it was really weak, that first line. Just not a fan of this song, but it did qualify. Oh, and I thought the lyrics were really simplistic. Again, could be the translation, but the lyrics were bland. So let's talk about that interval performance. Well, end of the show waiting for the votes, which is always cringy and time consuming. We get to watch a whole bunch of dancers who look like they're playing Twister. About Swiss timekeeping. I'm like, it looks like they're playing Twister. Seriously. It was alright. It was alright. A lot of work for a very short period of performance. Standout performance. Wow. And I've said his name wrong. I said Dijon Gears. Well, like mustard. What was I on about? Sean's tears. Wow, what a voice. Switzerland would have won that year. Absolutely would have won. But kind of came second the year after, but still both songs incredible. It's so good that we got to hear those songs we didn't think we were going to hear from the year that it was cancelled for COVID. I reacted to these songs, so feel free to check them out on my channel. So good that they got to see the light of day. And the Roop, I love it. It's so silly, but so much fun at the same time. It was really good to be able to see them on the stage. And don't get me started on the light up sleeves. There's something that he pulled and they kind of start to burn and drop off. Wow! So impressive. So overall, a much more enjoyable second final for me. Second semi-final. Right, so before I sign off, because I am doing a recap to the grand final, and hopefully, I know if you're still here watching this video, I'm pretty positive Celine Dion is performing. The rumours have been out all week. We know she's performing on Saturday night. I'm sure of it. So I will be reacting to Celine Dion. Anyway, let's take a look at the running order for the grand final. Kicks off with Norway. Good song choice for the beginning. I like Norway a lot. Norway, Luxembourg, Estonia, Israel, Lithuania, Spain, Ukraine, United Kingdom, Austria, Iceland, Latvia, Netherlands, Finland, Italy, Poland, Germany, Greece, Armenia, Switzerland, Malta, Portugal, Denmark, Sweden, France, San Marino, and Albania at the end. So that is going to be the grand final this Saturday. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you see all of my recaps. I'll see you soon. Bye, loves.